Hello, I am John Plunkett, Lieutenant with the City of Henderson Police Department's Training and Community Division. This critical incident community briefing is intended to provide you with information about an officer-involved shooting that occurred in the City of Henderson on January 11th, 2021. This is the first officer-involved shooting for 2021. The City of Henderson Police Department is committed to valuing and preserving human life. The protection and preservation of all human life, victims or suspects, is the department's fundamental objective and primary duty of all Henderson Police Department employees. You're about to see relevant video footage, learn about evidence and our response related to this incident to provide you a better understanding of what occurred based on what is known to this point in the investigation. The City of Henderson Police Department conducts very thorough use of force investigations, which typically require investigators to interview multiple witnesses, view numerous hours of video footage, and analyze a significant amount of forensic evidence. This transparent viewing is in no way intended to draw any conclusions about whether the officers involved acted consistent with our policies and the law until all the facts are known and the investigation is complete. A word of caution: the images you are about to see may be disturbing. You may hear strong language. When a police officer uses force to arrest a suspect or to defend against an attack, it can be graphic and difficult to watch. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
Hello, I'm Mike Denning, Support Services Bureau Deputy Chief of Police. The following is a brief overview of an incident that began January 11th at approximately 8:50 p.m. at the Life Storage Facility located at 1011 Stufflebeam Avenue. Henderson Police Department Property Crimes Unit detectives were conducting surveillance on a burglary suspect identified as Joshua Watkins. Detectives determined that Watkins had recently committed several burglaries in Henderson for which they had probable cause to arrest him. Detectives also confirmed that Watkins was armed with a firearm while committing these offenses. Detectives followed Watkins to the Life Storage Facility located at 1011 Stufflebeam Avenue in Henderson. Once Watkins entered the gated complex, detectives notified Henderson Dispatch and requested several Henderson patrol officers respond to assist in taking Watkins into custody. As several uniformed patrol officers arrived at the location in their marked police vehicles, Watkins attempted to leave the storage facility in his vehicle. Watkins observed the police vehicles entering the storage facility and put his vehicle into reverse, backing up through the parking area. There were several detectives in unmarked vehicles inside of the storage facility that were able to stop Watkins' vehicle by using their vehicles to block his in. Watkins then exited his vehicle and began to run west through the storage facility. As officers and detectives began to pursue Watkins on foot, several officers observed that Watkins had a firearm in his right hand. A Henderson K-9 officer pulled into the storage facility from the north entrance, at which time Watkins turned in his direction and began running directly at the K-9 officer's vehicle. The K-9 officer, who was still inside of his vehicle, also observed Watkins approaching him with a firearm in his right hand. As Watkins began to jump on the front of the K-9 officer's vehicle, one of the patrol officers pursuing Watkins on foot fired one round from his department-issued duty weapon, striking Watkins in the right leg. As the events transpired, Watkins was observed throwing his firearm on top of one of the storage units before falling next to the K-9 officer's vehicle. Watkins was taken into custody, and officers requested medical and immediately began life-saving measures. Watkins was subsequently transported to a local hospital where he received treatment for the gunshot wound. Here is the corresponding radio traffic from responding officers and detectives.
He's at the exit gates right at the office. He's at the exit gate right at the office. Where's that gate at in the complex?
Okay, he's driving reverse southbound. Watch the incoming units. He's 410.
He's going towards you guys. Watch your crossfire. Yes, 413.
Subject has a 413.
Full pursuit. He's running westbound.
Running westbound.
Watch crossfire. Watch crossfire. Shots fired.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Start medical. Shots fired.
Affirm. Starting medical.
Body-worn video cameras used by the Henderson Police Department have a 1-minute buffer of video without audio. Upon activation, the camera goes back 1 minute and starts recording. This feature is designed to capture incidents that occur suddenly, where an officer does not immediately activate the camera. The cameras are worn at chest level by most officers assigned to field operations duties, and they capture a general perspective from that angle. Available lighting, movement, distance, and other factors can affect clarity and picture quality. The following body-worn camera video and surveillance video is directly related to the incident I just described.
Watch your crossfire, yes, 413.
There he goes.
Investigators responded to the scene and located a fully loaded black Ruger .45 caliber semi-automatic handgun on the roof of the storage unit adjacent to the K-9 patrol vehicle that Watkins attempted to jump on. Here are several still images taken by crime scene analysts of the firearm, which was subsequently booked as evidence by investigators. Watkins was released from the hospital a short time later and was subsequently booked into the Henderson Detention Center on the following charges related to this incident: assault on a protected person with a deadly weapon, felony, and ex-felon possession of a firearm, felony.
In the next several months, the Henderson Police Department will continue to investigate and analyze this incident. We will continue interviewing any new witnesses that may come forward and complete any necessary forensic tests. After the investigation is complete, the findings will be forwarded to the Chief of Police. Thank you for taking the time to view this critical incident community briefing.